Children are maggots. This was printed on the shirts of the ushers and usherettes all over the Morocco Theatre, reminding the guests that we were leaving the safety of our comfort zones and stepping into the incredibly child-unfriendly world of Ms. Agatha Trunchbull, headmistress of the fictional Crunchem Hall Primary School. Having read the book of Roald Dahl's Matilda about 25 years ago, I could hardly remember the details of the story, but naturally, still do recall the overall premise. As far as I could remember, it was a delightful story about a young girl with incredible mental prowess, a pair of bumbling fools for parents, and both evil and kind teachers whose lives she would change forever. I had heard quite a number of good things about the musical version, but I was curious as to how they would bring such a classic story to life, and hold the interest and attention of the children. But, as the show opened, beginning with a cast of young and talented children singing about the miracle that their parents have been raising them to believe they are, I was immediately won over. The song has some very tongue-in-cheek elements, showing all of us parents in the audience what happens when we raise our children to believe that the universe revolves around them, and submitting to their every whim and caprice. As the song progresses, it switches to highlighting the beauty and hope that accompany every child's birth. However, this energetic and humorous song ends on a sad note, with the introduction of our show's heroine, Matilda, and the stark contrast in upbringing. Precocious and naughty. On the day we watched, we had UMA Naomi Martin, an 8-year-old performer whose presence filled the stage, and who had everyone eating out of her hand. She swept us into her world, this brilliant, precocious, and self-proclaimed naughty crusading little girl, who was such a joy but filled with such sadness, one couldn't help but want to reach out and give her a loving embrace. Matilda is the unloved child prodigy of Harry Wormwood, so convincingly played by Joaquin Valdez, a pushy, dishonest salesman who would sell his own mother down the river, and his vain, ballroom dancing wife, Zinnia, brought to life by Carla Guevara La Forteza. For this couple, education has little or no importance whatsoever, and they shudder at the sight of their daughter reading. The Wormwoods constantly bemoan their misfortune at having a daughter instead of a son, and even worse, one who spends all her time reading, instead of watching the telly like her older brother, who appears to be in a haze most of the time. The couple is every inch a caricature, begging to be put in their place, and that is what Matilda sets out to do, as she sings about being naughty. However, far from being a troublemaker, Matilda's version of being naughty means setting things right and ensuring justice for all. She sings to remind all of us, the little ones most especially, that we must never allow injustice to prevail, and cannot simply sit back and allow evil people to do what they want. In not so many words, she gets the message across that no matter how small one is, there is nothing he or she cannot do, and in fact, not doing anything means condoning the evil done. A powerful and relevant message from the mouths of babes.